Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Liam SR, and I have travelled to the wonderful land of Reddit. Made a little logo up here, Liam later. And we've got some embarrassing stories that people have put on Reddit. So, someone asked Reddit, what is your all-time most embarrassing stories? So, I've gonna found some, compile them here, and we'll have a little laugh. Why not? Why not? That's what we do here. So, our first story goes as follows. I had a great day at the water park today at the outdoor pool, and towards the afternoon, a woman came up to me and whispered in my ear that I've got a problem with my swimsuit. I reached behind and I noticed a huge gap. The fabric was torn right in the middle, and you could see my white, untanned ass crack. I was running around all day like this, and nobody said a thing. So they've been like, some little kids have gone to the pool and they've seen the great white. They've seen like the eye of a needle looking back at them. That's horrible. Hey, here's the second one. I was at my friend's birthday party in high school and I was super drunk. I ran up to a group of people and said, "Watch this." I then proceeded to run and dive into the bouncy castle for English people, only for the Velcro lined entrance to grab my sweaters and boxers and pull them down to my ankles. I'll never forget the look of horror on everyone's faces while I lay there on my back with my legs in the air showing off all my goodies. Okay, I took a quick skim read of this one. This one's mortifying. So I was on an airplane years ago with my girlfriend and her parents. My girlfriend couldn't get a seat next to me, so she sat directly behind me. During the flight, I was surprised hearing her reach back my hand onto her knee. Slowly, I kept extending it up her thigh until I heard giggling. I looked behind through the seats and saw that my hand wasn't on my girlfriend's leg, but in fact, the guy next to her. He saw my face and just said, "I wanted to see how far you would go." Of course, my girlfriend was in on it and started laughing along with the rest of the row. It was so embarrassing. Could you imagine? You're like, oh, thank God. Let's just thank God. The OP, the guy who posted that, wasn't like a perv. Imagine he's like reaching up. Imagine you're reaching up, expecting to feel a little bit of like a little bit of something, and instead you get the rod. You just feel a big hunk of meat, and you're like, my girlfriend's got a hog. Okay, here we go. This was during my sophomore year in math class. I sat between two gentlemen. I was really congested that day and thus pretty tired at the same time. I was resting my head in my hands and hunched over my math book when I felt a sneeze coming. I went to lean back, but apparently didn't move back enough. When the force of the sneeze sent my face hailing into my desk, my head smacked into the desk so hard that I bounced back up like a basketball. At that point, I was just sat there dizzy, like. Meanwhile, the two guys beside me just completely lost their shit. The one on the right is howling with laughter. The one on the left has his face in his hand and is snorting. The teacher looks at us confused. All I can say was, I sneezed. Could you imagine if someone was sat next to you? At least it was in class with people that you know. Imagine you were just in public at a table and someone just goes, bang, and smashes the head off the table and is like, I sneezed. Oh my God, okay. Recently went on a vacation with some friends and a mutual friend who I didn't know that well. Him and I took the pull-out couches, and his was right next to the bathroom. Later one night, when we were all walking home from our hotel, I got the stomach rumbles. Then the nausea hit. I've never felt so sick in my entire life. It felt like someone was grabbing my insides and twisting them. The second we got back to our hotel, I made a beeline for the bathroom. Through that paper wall, through that paper thin wall, this guy who I barely knew heard me shit pure liquid out my ass, complete with loud wet farts, crying and vomiting into a trash can in front of me. I spent the rest of the night shivering in bed and making runs to the bathroom. I hit the being married for a decade barrier of them all on a single night. Food poisoning sure is a bitch. That poor guy sat there with his quills up like that. In theory, all you can hear is smoking. Okay, here we go. I don't know if it was more cringe-worthy than embarrassing, but thinking back, I definitely do grimace. I was in kindergarten. I was playing in the sandbox at recess one day with my friend. We were making a sandcastle but didn't have any sand that was wet enough to form a solid structure. I'd been holding my pee in for a while, and being 5 years old, I didn't want to stop playing, so I let it out. Whilst I was sitting promptly, let my friend know that I had magically found some wet sand and we could build, and no one was the wiser. We built a damn good castle. Yeah, I'm from the British colony of Piss Sand, didn't you know? Right, here we go. I just got off the train to work and was strolling up the hill to the office when I felt a pressing urge to just let one fly. There was no one around, so I let her rip, figuring it wouldn't be anything too out of the ordinary, but I miscalculated badly. It was such a big, it was a much bigger proposition than I thought it would be. It was enormous, loud, raucous, a true dog fryer. I was just in the process of congratulating myself on birthing such a monster without even breaking a stride when a small woman, all dressed for the office, went hurrying by, her stilettos tic-tac-toeing off the concrete path. The realization didn't hit me for about 5 seconds, but she would have been only a pace or two behind me when I let fly. She was obviously hurrying to put as much distance between us as humanly possible. Fucking hell. When I was in primary school, I think year 5 or something like that, we had an assembly and I'd won an award for something. I don't remember what. Anyway, I get up and get my award, stand there with the other award recipients, and then other people clap and we go back to our lines. Anyways, I was just getting glasses, right? So I'm blind, can't see very well. I spent like 10 to 20 minutes in front of everybody, just wandering around looking for the spot I was sitting in. Nobody helped me. It was just me, looking for my spot aimlessly. Eventually I found it. I sit down and everyone else was laughing at me. Alright, in a school, there's adults, so they've just all stood like, watching some poor kid like Velma from Scooby-Doo be like, sorry, like aimlessly wandering the hall, like the hall. Everyone's just like, what's that kid doing? That's so tight. On a road trip with some friends, we stopped for gas and a bathroom break. I walk into the empty men's room with my best bud right behind me, and I take the closest of the 3 urinals. In a rare break from bro code, my buddy takes the one next to me, but the urinals have dividers, so not a major infraction, but still, I want to teach him a lesson. So as he's in full stream, I reach around the divider and grab his elbow and shake the hell out of it in an attempt to get him to piss all over himself. Suddenly, I hear a strange voice say, "Well, I didn't know you wanted to hold my hand." I slowly lean back and look to my left, only to see my buddy at the far urinal, leaning back and looking back at me. Oh my god. Turns out an elderly man had ghosted into the restroom beside me and my buddy and took the urinal between us. He actually thought it was funny. My buddy collapsed in the corner laughing, and that's how I molested an old man in a truck stop bathroom. Oh no. Right, I think it's only fitting to end this video with my own embarrassing story. So when I was a young kid, my brother tricked me into believing like the Harry Potter films were at their peak at this point. Being English, Harry Potter was like booming. So at this, my brother's like gets a slug and crushes it up into a cup. It's already dead. Don't worry, he didn't kill it. It was already dead. He found a dead slug and he's crushing it up in a cup and he gives it to me. I all mushed up with a bit of water and I'm like, what's this? He says, it's the magic potion. Drink it and you'll be able to fly. So me being a kid after watching Harry Potter's like, I want to fly. Good. Drank a whole dead slug potion. Nothing happened. Didn't even get ill. Nothing. Just happened. Now it's forever in this brain. Thanks for watching, guys, so much. I've been Liam SR, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more things like this, comment down below. If you want to see anything else, obviously this is fairly new, tell me, and I might do it. I mean, probably will. I've not got many ideas at the moment, but I will. So, bless up. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.